St. Patrick's Day in New York is more than just a day. Now we go to Gallagher's restaurant, where two beloved New York sports figures of Irish American heritage were remembered, Dick McGuire and John Halligan. The proceeds from this benefit will go to Fordham University. John Halligan, Fordham College class of '63, who was a Rangers and National Hockey League public relations executive, historian, and author, and Dick McGuire, the legendary St. John's and New York Knicks star and NBA Hall of Famer, were honored with the creation of the Halligan-McGuire Irish American Sports Good Guy Awards. John Flaherty, former Yankee and Yes Network analyst, and Dave Maloney, the MSG Network 1050 ESPN radio analyst and former Ranger, were the recipients of this award. In memory of Dick McGuire, Empire City Casino at Yonkers Raceway will host the Dick McGuire Trot on Friday, August 20th, 2010, which will become an annual event.
Two announcements today. All proceeds from this afternoon's benefit will go toward the John Halligan Memorial Scholarship at Fordham University. A young junior or senior will be awarded this scholarship through a committee, and funds will be raised throughout the year by Friends of John Halligan. Some great news for Dick McGuire. Tim Rooney, the president of Yonkers Raceway, has announced that the Dick McGuire Trot will be raced on August 20th and will be an annual affair, and the purse is $100,000. So Dick will love that.
He would like that.
Well, obviously, I'm honored to be here today, the first time for anybody receiving this award, John Halligan, Dick McGuire Award. And, you know, being an Irishman, I'm very proud of my heritage, and, you know, being, I guess they say, a good guy award. I know a lot of people are going to question that part, but, you know, I've heard so many nice things about these two men. I've never worked with them, never had met them, but the stories that you hear about them, they just seem like to be great guys, and a couple of guys I probably would have gotten along pretty well with. I'm going to be doing 70 games on the Yes Network, broadcasting the Yankees, a few of those in the studio and the rest out at the stadium, and hopefully the Yankees can bring home another World Championship.
My name is Dave Maloney. I'm really quite proud to be part of the inaugural John Halligan, Dick McGuire luncheon. You know, us Irish guys are oftentimes not searching for words, if you will, and of course I did not know Dick McGuire well, but I certainly did know John Halligan, and for me, John, he would always call me David Wilfred, Wilfred of course being my second name, and it was such an affectionate term. He was probably the only guy that could get away from get away with using my middle name over the course of time, but to me, John was a spirit, a smile, a story, an engaging personality, and it's quite an honor to be involved in this inaugural event. I hope that it is the start of something that goes on, because John's laughter and smiles and stories and all those really good things who were John Halligan will go on. And I hope that those who have met John over the course of his life have the same memories that I have, and it is indeed an honor to be involved here today.
Do you have a good story that he would tell that you could share with us?
Well, a lot of our stories were probably expletive, deletive, and all those things in the old days where things weren't so politically correct. He was a guardian, actually, to a lot of my career as a Ranger began, and we were a very youthful group. And he was a guardian of our youthful indiscretions, if you will. And John was an honest guy, and really would kind of pull you aside and remind you of what your responsibilities were, not so much to the game, but to life and to who you were in New York. And I think those are the things about John that I remember most, is the influence that he had to the group of young guys here. We're in this big city from, you know, the small rural Canadian towns that most of us came from. And so I think in a lot of ways he was almost father-like, despite the fact that, you know, as I look back now, he wasn't that much older than we were. So my stories and memories of John are always good, so it's all good stuff.
It's especially important for me to be here to honor John Halligan with the Good Guy Award, because I went to college at Fordham with John. We were in most of the same classes for the 4 years, sharing most of the same professors. we were very good friends. And before we graduated in 1963, we were day hoppers. That meant that we did not board at Fordham in the Bronx. We traveled there and back every day. And we also worked at night in Manhattan to help pay the tuition and the books and everything else, and also to kickstart our careers. Every day after classes at Rose Hill, John and I would travel to Manhattan. He worked at the Associated Press at night, and I worked at WMGM Radio. So we were getting our practical experience as well as paying some of the bills by working every night. Years later, only 9 years later to be exact, when I started doing the play-by-play of the Rangers on television with Bill Chadwick, John was the public relations director of the Rangers, his dream job, and he helped me very much in that work. I will tell you this, that knowing John as a college student, then knowing him later in professional work, he never changed. He was the same amiable, wonderful guy. You're always glad to see you and ask about you, and I always enjoyed his company. So it is with great pleasure that I honor the work and the essence of John Halligan today.
Fordham, hockey, and me were his love, and golf. I don't know what order that comes in. Certainly, that's what it was.
Thank you very much, and I also would like to thank all the people in the room for coming out to support Mr. Halligan and Dick McGuire. I'm following in my husband's footsteps. I say very little. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi, this is Mike McGuire, Dick McGuire's son. I just want to thank Gallagher's first off, and John Cirillo from Cigar World for putting this event on. My father was a wonderful, wonderful human being. Not only a great basketball player, but a great father, a great person, a great friend. I miss him dearly, as does my mom, and it's great that so many people come out and support the memory of him. He was really, really deserving, a beautiful man. Thank you.